When this video is posted, it will be the 31st of October. Well, for me at least. And that means it is Halloween day. Normally, content creators would take this chance and make a spooky themed video of some sort, and I'll be doing just that, but in the most boring way possible. I will be talking about some long-term spooks that we face in life instead of giving you guys some short, fun little scares. If you are willing to spend a few minutes of your Halloween to be boring with me, that would be really appreciated. Hope you learned some things in this video. Love you guys so much. Have a great Halloween. And let's get straight into it. Yo, what's up gamers? It's AbbyElise here. Welcome to the Halloween special, I guess. Anyways, recently I watched this video from a friend of mine. Some of you may know him by the name of Given. I super highly recommend you guys to watch his video titled Contentment. Linked in the description, or you can find it in the iCard at the top right. It's such an eye-opener and so well made, like seriously. Taking a break from Minecraft content and then making a masterpiece like this, absolutely amazing. But how exactly does this video relate to what I'll be talking about in this video? Well, after watching the Contentment video, I started thinking about life a lot. In Given's, well, I'll just refer to him as Gavin from now on because that's his name. In Gavin's video, he mentioned something that made me realize how life can just be explained in a simple formula of some sorts. Like, the life that we are raised to expect is usually going like, go to school, then to college, get a job, marry, then kids, grandkids, retire, and then eventually die. Though there are definitely exceptions to this, I think the entire world grows up with these expectations, leading life to feel kinda empty sometimes. Gavin in his video talks about the key to being content at any point of your life, and that is achieved generally by stepping out of the comfort zone and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. He advises us to take chances and try to do things that don't follow the general formula of the generic life built by society. Doing this helps us be used to being in uncomfortable situations and lowering our bar so that we get to find happiness and contentment even in the smallest of things. What he says is great advice, truly, but thinking about this led me to a strange feeling of fear. I realized how much of a comfortable life I've been living. I started to fear that I won't be able to grow more and have more experiences because of how much I love being in my comfort zone. Truth is, I'm terrified to do something that is outside of my comfort zone. I think a lot of us are, honestly. I'm not sure if I'm speaking for everyone that feels the same way I do, but I believe that the cause of not being able to step out of my comfort zone is the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown is one of the most terrifying things to me. That's why it also works really well in some horror films, you know? Not knowing what is going to happen and not having control is really scary because of how much suspense and anxiety it piles up in my head. To give an example, in class, I literally can't get myself to recite. There are so many times where I feel like I know the answer. I just don't want to recite because I can't convince myself for sure that my answer is going to be the correct answer. So the future is left unknown and unsure. I stay in my comfort zone to feel safe and in control of what is happening around me and to refrain from being hurt. Another fear that is pretty related to what I've been talking about is not being able to plan out my future. As the years go by, I get more and more scared that I don't actually have plans of even what college I'd like to go to. Since most of us are raised to have expectations of when to have things sorted out and painting our future so clearly on the canvas, I get so anxious that my life painting literally looks like a mess of indecisiveness. I can relate this to my comfort zone and the fear of the unknown because since I'm not comfortable with planning and making big choices that can lead to unpredictable futures, it's really difficult for me to see a clear vision of what kind of life I want to live. Choices are really not my thing, and I'm unsure about so much stuff. My comfort lies within the people around me, and I think this caused me to be way too dependent on others to make choices for me or influence my decisions. For my next example, I think I'll try to be less serious by mentioning Among Us. So there are plenty of games in Among Us where I know what I want to do, like for example, vote someone off who is very suspicious, but I still ask others what they would like to do because I lack faith in myself to convince myself that what I want to do will lead to the right outcome. So I don't have a lot of power to enforce to others what I think will lead to the right outcome. I will just listen to them instead. Now, one question remains. How will I handle these fears and struggles? And how can you, the person watching, deal with them as well? Unfortunately, I am still struggling to answer this question. I am still struggling to take that super important first step out of the comfort zone. It is that first step that is the most important because it only takes one move, one simple move to put yourself in a new situation and learn new things. I want to be able to gather up the courage to put myself in uncomfortable situations and learn things like socializing better, reciting often, projecting my voice more, becoming independent, and paving my own clear path of life. If there's one thing I'm sure about, though, it's that waiting won't solve anything. After creating this video, I will definitely give the best of my effort to transform myself, even if the progress is slow. Little by little, I will do simple actions like taking small risks, do tasks I normally wouldn't do, and slowly become more and more content with how things are. I hope by doing this, I can encourage at least some of you to do the same. There are things that I probably forgot to mention because I am super forgetful and I rambled about this topic to myself yesterday and I didn't think of writing my thoughts down at that moment in time, but I guess this is where my talk ends. I have no idea if you guys gained any important insights from this video, but I really hope you did. I'm sorry that my channel is just becoming boring with all the deep commentaries about life. I've just been having way too many thoughts recently, and I figured to share them with y'all in hopes of helping y'all who feel the same things I do because we're in this together, and I think it's been reflecting a lot through my content. I love you guys so much, and don't be afraid because at the end of the day, you are not alone and there's so many people out there facing the same fears, struggles, and hurdles in their life. Let's help each other out, shall we? Have a great Halloween, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that comes out. Bye!